All right, welcome to the Owlet tournament. Overwatch tonight. We're going to have the Hyperion versus Paradise Tempest matchup, and it looks like we're going to go to Oasis first. I am County TTV at on Twitter, and I have my partner here, Turtle. Turtle, how you doing
Hi,
tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this match. I don't really know a lot about this league, and so I'm hoping to see some plays that get me actually yes. I lost my train of thought. But yes, I hope we get to see some really good plays and hopefully some really good support gameplay. I'm actually been wanting to see some good support gameplay
Yeah, and
personally.
a lot of changes today as the patch launched. I don't know if you followed that, but a lot of changes, and we might see. I know Rush was a big comp just a week ago, but we might actually see some bunker comps tonight on some of these maps with the changes to the heroes.
Ah, great, the most boring thing to watch. Any
Well,
so
I watched a little bit of Paradise and Hyperion from last week, and both teams, I got to say, they both 3-0'd their opponents, and they both looked really fast and really well coordinated. So I think we're going to be in for a really good game tonight. I can't wait to see what they have to offer.
Yeah, so I think we're going into the first map is as Oasis. So since this is a control point, so what kind of comps do you think we're gonna be running here?
You know, I've been watching a little bit of Overwatch League, and you see a lot of they've shown a lot of comps this year. There hasn't been a real set comp that's been more dominant than the other. I like personally on Oasis, as long as it's not University. I like the monkey kind of dive comp for these matches because they move so quick. But I know, like I said, I think we're going to see Junkrat almost no matter what. Junkrat's big
Junkrat.
on the control points. It seems maybe Farah, depending on which map we go to first. But it looks like we are going to launch the game and get ready for the matchup.
Welcome to Oasis.
Personally, I would love to
Initiating
see some Pharah
match.
because Pharah is not really picked that much in higher uh elo games. Well, at least as much as I've seen, but she could be played really well. But Junkrat, I don't think I've ever even seen that character even be played. I didn't even know he was in the game anymore.
Yeah, I watched the VODs from last week, and the King played a lot
Ready for battle.
of either Farah or Junkrat, and it looks like they're actually going to come out with the Bastion. They're going to pick the Orisa. She got the buff to the halt, decrease cooldown for the halt, and it's going to be monkey, and we are going to see Lars on the Farah. So you're going to get to see what you wanted to see tonight already on map one.
Yes, no mercy though. That's kind of upsetting.
Yeah,
Personally,
I
I
hear
wouldn't
you.
suggest the Lucio
Three,
because of
two,
what are you speeding?
one.
Like
Round
uh,
one.
other than
Capture
protecting your
the
Ana,
objective.
which okay, there's the mercy.
Yeah,
I want to ignore everything I just said, but actually the King's also been running on a Pharah, so I'm gonna be seeing some hopefully great Pharah on Pharah actions.
yeah. The King comes out right away, shooting in, and Hyperion comes out with a teleporter to try to get to the point. Ash trying to control the high ground. Oakley, Culture, blinking around his Tracer. Fight's kind of spread out right now. And now we're going to have a fight on the other side of the point. Lars is going to take the Immortality Field down. Magic Turtle's going to get a pick on the Felix Penguin. Magic Turtle's going to also pick up Oakley. 2 picks for the Diva. And now it looks like Hyperion's in a little bit of trouble early on. Ira goes down, though. So that's a big pick for the Farah. She's in danger. And first cap's going to go to Paradise, 2%. But Lars is going to go down right at the end of the buzzer. And Hyperion's going to try to regroup.
Magic Turtle, my counterpart, he got 4 picks into that fight on the Diva, so that's actually very uncommon, but that's honestly great plays. Rigmadon is gonna be pulling this Ana with the nano boost on, so he's probably gonna nano the monkey, or actually the Pharah may not be bad here because they didn't have the brawl comp.
Yeah, King fighting over the skies now. Gets slapped for a second by Rig, but then Rig's gonna go down to King, and Oakley's gonna take down Azakari. Magic Turtle's gonna boost into Lissero, and Oakley's gonna get the pick onto Ira. So this might be the flip here. They're fighting over the point still. 2 down for the Tempest, and there's the flip right there. A couple ults online already for Hyperion, and looks like Tempest is gonna reset.
Yeah, Oakley was getting a lot of picks there. The King was doing so much damage though. He was, if you look at his stats, he has the second most damage, which with the Zarya having the most, but he was getting a lot of damage off of onto their monkey, just popping shots into him.
Yep, nano out from Rig, and that's gonna bring the window out and the immortality field out. Lars puts out the barrage. King answers with his own barrage, takes 3 out. That's gonna flip this fight. There's the res from Ira onto Lars, and it looks like we're gonna have a 3v3 now, a 4v4 as each team comes online, and another flip looking like it's gonna happen for Paradise, but King still controlling the skies. It's a tough fight up there. King very well on Lijiang last week on control, so you got to really deal with that Pharah.
King has been doing really well with getting Lars very low and taking him down immediately. I was going to say that, but he's been doing a really good job of taking out Ira and Lars with the midair shots, and then just being able to focus onto the monkey.
Yeah, risky res from Ira, but it's worth it as Azakari gets 2 picks with the Winston. Lars grabs King, and Azakari grabs the McCree. So now the fight's starting to turn again. 63% for the Tempest, and it looks like they're going to control this point. 5 people on. Lars is going to finish off everybody else. So we got quite a Pharah v Pharah battle going already. I love it.
Yeah, this match is going to be decided by, or this round at least, is going to be decided by whose Pharah gets more damage and whose Pharah gets the most picks, or opening pick actually. Lars, the King has been doing a great job, doing a great job of getting the opening pick, but Lars has been doing a great job of stabilizing and just getting a lot of picks off. That's actually a great pulse bomb by Culture.
Yeah, big pulse bomb to take out Felix, and that's going to be a loss, but King takes out Lars again in the air. The battle's still going on. Stuff is going to shatter. He's going to catch Magic Turtle, knock him down, and flying up in the air, trying to avoid the damage. Here comes the bomb. That's going to catch Optic. Oh, I don't think Optic knew that was in the line of sight there. And there's the nano onto Turtle. Going to try to get that all charge back real quick in the face of Stuff. Try to chase him down. There's a barrage from Lars. Takes Stuff out. Going to try to spread it out and grab the Mercy. Rig is going to go ahead and finish Glycero off. And that's going to be it for round 1. 100-59 for the Tempest.
I think, honestly, if we're going to be honest, if that match was decided by an Ana over a Baptiste, because that nano boost onto the monkey was doing so much work compared to just the immortality that the Tracer and Pharaoh just taking out immediately. So
yeah, Rigmadon building those super quick as well.
Yeah, and he was actually making King this B position, and what's it called? He actually stuffed him out of midair once, which was great. There should be the same comps actually going out from each side, except with the oh no, he's switching back to Mercy again. But same comps going on each side.
Yeah, we're gonna see if King can answer back this time. Had the upper hand, but the team wasn't able to rally around him. So fight's gonna be happening on the high ground. Stuff is kind of by himself, might be in a little bit of trouble. Here's the rest of the team trying to catch up and bolster that Reinhardt Optic, but he's gonna be anti-nated. That Ana again. Lars is gonna take Oakley down and try to control the skies with King. This battle is going on and on. It's going to go into the hallway. King is going to take down Rig, and now we've got Magic Turtle and Azakari fighting in the corridor here. Culture out there takes King down as Tracer. You don't see that very often. Stuff fighting on the high ground, drops down, but the cleave damage keeps coming from Azakari, and that's going to be a one fight for the Tempest again.
The Monkey Diva compared to the Ryan Zarya, it has been doing a lot more work because of the high ground, he's able to jump up there and just being able to dive onto that Baptiste without any really protection other than the McCree. It's been doing a lot more work, and if I was Hyperion, then I would maybe want to switch up the comp and maybe go onto maybe a double bubble or a monkey dive with them.
Yeah, they might need to switch here real soon, but the Rhine 50 health being lost, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, and there's a barrage from Lars. Felix goes down. He's going to catch the King. Oakley's going to take down Rig. Stuff and Things is going to demech Magic Turtle point now, and Lars is also going to demech Optic. That's going to clean up the fight for for the Tempest. Ira is going to get the res back onto Ray, get the other support up, and try to win the fight. But as I was saying, the Ryan losing 50 health, or 50 armor, I should say, doesn't sound like a lot, but it you know, it's more than you think, I think, in these fights, in these sustained team fights like this. Oakley sneaking around the bottom, trying to get a little cheeky here. Oh, but Hazakari's going to sniff that out. Going to try to play around the health pack there. Just trying to create a little bit of mayhem, pull everybody apart a little bit, as a good tracer should, but all the way in the team's backline now. There's the nano boost. That's going to be onto the Winston. That's always dangerous. High noon out.
Draw.
Not going to catch anybody. King's going to get Lars, though. Charge in from Stuff.
Great.
Stuff isn't going to get anything booped out of the way by the Primal Rage from Azukari, playing a heck of a tank tonight. And he's just going to back King right into the corner and end that one. 89% ticking up. We're in last fight territory. We're in trickle time if you're a Hyperion. So desperately putting on a fight. Mercy doing her best. Liz trying to stall as much, and does get the res on the Stuff. Stuff gets the shatter, doesn't really catch anybody. Barrage out from Lars, and that's going to probably end this fight. Overtime ticking down with the Diva Bomb to put the exclamation point on.
Victory.
That was a great fight. I don't know if you saw, but at the beginning of the fight, Magic Turtle ate the Pulse Bomb, which could have potentially swayed that fight, getting rid of maybe the Ana or the Mercy, or just getting that Diva down extremely low. I think it could have swayed the fight there. Yeah, that was a great eat. But that, again, personally, it was a team comp. They needed to switch it up. The Ryan team comp with the Brawl was just getting just rolled over with Azukari, and Metatron just going into the backline, getting rid of the Baptiste and his immortality field, just making Ryan and Zara just pretty much dead at that point. They're not even useful because they just get destroyed by Tracer and Flower Poke. So that was just great all around from Tempest.
Yeah, the Brawl comp works really well against another Brawl comp, and Hyperion has a great synergy with that. But you know, the dive comp is a lot harder to kind of pin down if it's done well, and they did it very well. Azukari really a wonderful job on that Winston, creating all kinds of issues. I mean, we saw Stuff get a little caught out at the beginning of that second map and get beamed down by the Winston and anti-nated. That Ana, I think, was kind of an underrated pick as well, because when you can deny that healing, it kind of sways the fight, especially with a dive comp when you got a Winston jumping on top of your head.
Yeah, and if we're also talking about supports, Ira, remember when we were talking about how King was getting the first opening pick? Lars even being dead, and Ira was getting the res almost every single time without any like real threat. Just every single time Lars or Azukari dies, she was always there. It was for res, so it was always just that pick is just gone at that point. So Ira was doing just a great job. The supports on Paradise Tempest have done wonders so far.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're going to have a swap. Lexi's going to come in for Optic, and they play the off tank, so that's going to be an off tank swap. Lexi's profile says they are the master of fat fingering ultimates and a redstone engineer in Minecraft, so that's something you don't see every day.
So they're just extremely smart and overcomplicate everything.
I would love to challenge for the I would love to challenge for the crown of fat fingering ultimates, because I don't think that's been fairly decided yet.
If we can have a tally, just a tally on for every single match, just how many ultimates were eaten or fat fingered, that would be great.
That's the we need that metric. We'll have the statisticians work on that one.
Penguin, that's your job now.
I'm sure Penguin will be up to the task. So still waiting for the pick from Hyperion's going to be able to choose the next map, which I believe is going to be an escort map. We're going to see what they pick. I haven't looked at the map pool yet, unfortunately, but if you're Hyperion, how do you come out here, and what kind of comp do you use on an escort map?
Depending, I don't know what kind of main tank stuff can play. If he just like Ryan OTP, or he just doesn't want to play any other main tank. But Actually, if you look at his profile, he is 260 now on Ryan. So never mind. That answered that question. They're gonna probably run just keep stuff a lot. It's okay. So we're going into Route 66. So they need to run like
good
pretty
map.
much a bunker comp with stuff on the Ryan. They need to keep him alive and able to to swing on the monkey because the monkey has been going into the backline, and this is still like a dive map that they can play. This is still a monkey or ball map. So they need to get a bunker comp with the Ryan so he can just swing on the monkey and get him out of their backline and control control Lars from doing that much damage and getting rid of Ira. So it's going to be very hard considering the fact that there's just a brawl team versus a considerable flex team, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they brought Lexi in because they play Roadhog. Roadhog also got a buff this week with extra damage to the scrap gun. So, you know, Roadhog has a lot of sustainability, but as we saw, you know, Rig can play a heck of an Ana, and Ana and Zen are both the kind of counter, the support counter to a Roadhog.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be really hard for Hyperion, considering the Ryan, the brawl heavy team. It seems that we're gonna be getting a 1 minute break from the side of whichever team that is. I don't know name still.
Well, why
Paradise,
don't we,
that's the name. Got it.
Paradise.
Figured it out.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and take a break of our own, and we'll be right back. Thank you. All right, we're back, and we're going to go to Route 66. I believe both teams are ready, just waiting on the map to launch. So we're going to see if Hyperion can come out here in the second map and turn things around a little bit. I mean, they played a great first map, but you could tell that Tempest was hitting their stride in the second one.
I don't know if this is gonna make any difference or if this is gonna be like a power play, but I think it's Circus or oh yeah, I remember seeing that name. I can't pronounce it, but they changed out culture, the tracer player for I'm calling it Circus. For Circus.
Sixes, yeah.
There it is. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Sixes. Thank you.
I have my guide in front of me, so.
I remember seeing that. I forgot to. I didn't write that down. I thought that would be easy. But considering I say that, and they're on tracer, so I don't know if this was a big play or they just think culture wasn't playing that well. But let's see how Sixes is going to be doing compared to how culture was doing on tracer, who was actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, and it looks like King's going to come out on the May, and Rig is going to come out on the Zenyatta. So Ira going to play the Ana. Rig going to come out on the Zenyatta. And we're going to see a Genji. We might see an Nanoblade tonight. I haven't seen one of those in a while, I'll be honest. Six is actually going to change over to the Hanzo now.
We see Hyperion
I swear
and Lexi trying to walk slowly. I see him watching Lexi trying to walk slowly.
Yeah.
Hyperion making the power play of holding close into this here while... Oh, never mind, they found him.
Yeah, gathering in the
holding-
train, but they're sniffed out right away. Azukari's just going to stand on top and throw the Tesla cannon down, try to catch whatever all charge he can. So, fight's happening on the right side. Sixus is back on the Tracer. They're going to dash back in. They're kind of stuck in the train now, but slowly starting to bleed out. Oakley gets pick on the Sixus. McCree's always good at countering the Tracer. Lexi's going to get the pick onto Rig, and early reset from Paradise.
That was a great hold from God, Hyperion. Holding close in there was actually probably the best idea they could, because of they had to push into them, and they had the brawl comp compared to the dive comp. So that was a really smart move on the side of Hyperion.
Yeah, forcing him into the corridor, but Azukari's gonna dive into the McCree, dive away. Lexi slept by Ira. 84%. Now we've got Barrage online and Window, one for each team. We're gonna see, and there's the Pulse Bombs online. Azukari kind of poking on that rock there, trying to take stuff down. The King's gonna get a pick on the Lars. As May, that's a nice shot. Try to do the Pulse Bomb. Here's the Diva Bomb out. Beat out to save it. Doesn't get anybody. Window out from Felix. Felix almost done. Sixus able to get the pick. King gets the pick onto Ira. One lost player for each team, but spawn advantage for the Tempest. This is gonna be another reset.
Yeah, I honestly I never watched that because my brother was talking to me, so I can't really make any analysis here. But defense is going to be falling. That Nano Boost is actually a very late Nano Boost considering they have 2 players live. Nano Boost may be wasted. But Ira may be able to bring that back. 4 ults. I can't count. 4 ults on the side of Tempest with 4 ults on the side of can't remember the name. Hyperion. So
I think the idea there was just to make sure the fight was won, because now we're in one fight territory to get to 1 point, and they've only got 130 left. So trying to take a little bit of a victory, but 4 ults online, like you said, before Hyperion. Fight happening on top of Big Earls. Lars gets a pick onto Oakley. Magic Turtle eats the Blizzard. There's the Shatter out. Gonna catch Turtle. There's the Barrage. That's bad news for Lars. Lars gets caught up, but Lexi is taken out mid-remag. Azukari doing work again as Winston, chasing down the Lucio. It's looking like a 1 fight for the Tempest, and they're gonna go ahead and take out Bliss. And here we go. Looks like it's gonna be capped with just under 60 seconds, unless Hyperion can put a late contest in here. Doesn't look like that though.
Yeah, compared to the side of Hyperion.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice. Compared to the side of Hyperion, Tempest only has both tanks. Compared to the side of Hyperion, Tempest has both tanks ults, and that might be okay. Yeah, there we go. So actually, I mean, it's gonna be very hard for them to even get on point because they're both very good zoning ults.
Yeah, and a huge anti-nade from Ira to put it away for .1, and Lars is going to finish off Lexi after the DMAC. So nice try. They only had a meter left, and they were able to contest again, so taking a little bit more time off that clock. So not a bad play on Hyperion's part. They don't spend a lot of ultimates. They got 2 support ultimates online, and there's going to be almost 4 online for the Tempest.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good point for the side of Hyperion. It's not very wide. Oh, okay, that's a really big king. I think we're not isn't at the best though, but this is a very pretty narrow, but it's not very wide. So the dive here is not going to be that useful. As I say that, and they put out everything and kill the other side of Hyperion. Great.
Well, Azukari is doing a great job of following up the anti-nades from Ira and making sure those fights are won before any healing can come in. So that's really the factor right now, is that dive on by the Winston and just finishing those fights. And they're going to try to recontest one more time. So big ult advantage right now for Paradise Tempest. And here we go. Yep, Winston. Azukari's going to try to block that doorway. Primal Rage out. Jumps back up on the high ground. Pulse bomb here, catches King. Yeah, and there's the beat from Liss. There's the Lars Barrage, catches Oakley. Gonna pay for it though. Magic Turtle and Azukari, the tanks, just finishing these fights for the Tempest. And That's going to be the difference for point 2.
Tanks on the side of Tempest are doing a really good job of taking the space and following up on all the anti-nades that Ira is putting out. Azakari is going to be training off of the Winston going into the Ryan. Maybe actually it might be a really smart pick here considering the next point.
Yeah, point 3 on Route 66, a tough one, mostly indoors, not a lot of skybox to it, so I like that switch. Now they're gonna Maywall off Stuff, and Stuff in trouble. King is gonna get a pick on the Sixes. Azakari's gonna go down, so Stuff gets the better of that matchup for now. Stuff and Things is gonna take down the Immortality Field, and another reset here from Paradise, 213 ticking away.
Yeah, that was a great Maywall from Sixes, but they couldn't get the pin off onto Stuff. Stuff able to put on the left side, and they were able to finish off because they had no Maywall. And Oakley just doing a great job on the Reaper, getting more picks.
Shatter on top of the King's gonna have the Deadeye. I don't think he sees the bomb coming out. Rig is gonna take King out after he tries to catch anybody. Doesn't get anybody. Turtle's gonna take down the Immortality Field. Stuff and Things gonna take down Azakari again, winning that Rhine matchup. So feels like Stuff's a little more comfortable with this matchup than he is with the Winston, but that's a big pick. A window comes out from Felix. Felix is going to see what he can get. Ira is going to go ahead and pick Stuff. So, but spawn advantage for Hyperion right now. And they're fighting in that side room. Big Immortality Field to save that fight as Rig's going to take Oakley down on the Reaper. And here's the Blizzard. Blizzard out. It's not going to catch anybody. Lars is going to put up the Deadeye. Going to catch King after they come out of the ice block. Fight over point 3 now. This is rolling forward with Paradise Tempest with their foot on the gas. There's the window out from the Baptiste. Tries to throw a fire strike through it. Doesn't catch anybody. Rhines charge into each other. And there's the beat out from Liz. Another beat out from Rig. So we've got ultimates
big
online.
Shatter.
Everybody with a big shatter. And that, what a Maywall. Doesn't save Azakari, but puts Reaper up on the Maywall. I think trying to block, but just missed. Lars gets a pick on the list. There's the Diva Bomb. This could be trouble. Nice Maywall to block the damage. Save Rig on that one. There's another Diva Bomb. They're getting him so fast I can't even keep up. Oakley out on the Widow catches Ira. Rig is going to catch Felix. And we're over the last couple of meters here. 4.36 meters, 22 seconds left. This is last fight territory if you're the Tempest. And it looks like they're going to be outnumbered. Spawn advantage not working in their favor. Magic Turtle's going to go down out of mech. And this is going to be it. They're going to have to try to trickle with 10 seconds left. I don't know if they can. Mars looking for a spot with that Deadeye, but only 5 seconds left. It's going to have to be a big one to try to kick this fight. But the Maywall is actually going to stop that up. And Rig just able to touch the point. The Blizzard out. Nothing's gonna do it, so that's gonna be it for the first round.
Lars went on a flank and couldn't trying to kill Sixes from the back. Trying to get rid of that Widow and just didn't get on point. It's pretty much like a C9. But that was not a bad run. It seems that Azakari isn't that comfortable on the Ryan 1v1 compared to Stuff. Considering the Stuff has 212 hours. I hope you have a better advantage. But that wasn't a bad attack. That got him almost to the end, like 4.3 whatever, close to the end. So that's really good. Actually, double shield coming from the side of Tempest with a Torbjorn. So
yeah.
That's
Sigma Marisa, and point 3 on Route 66 is very hard to take for the attacking team. It takes a total effort, and they just ran out of time. I think the stall by Hyperion was good. I mean, every chance they had, they stalled them out when they could, and that added up over time.
We get to see the most boring comp in the game of double shield with a Ashe and a Torb just to make life even worse. But the King may be able to do getting this shield. I keep saying getting the shield down, getting rid of the Torb turret. Hopefully able to do a lot of work. Oakley with a Hanzo pick actually really good against this comp.
Yeah, King coming out Faro. Yep.
Oh, never mind. He's on the McCree. I ignore everything I just said. That was okay.
They love to trip you up, Turtle. I swear. They're gunning for you.
They hate me.
Yeah, and here's King. A lot of skybox to work with on this first point for King, and we've seen how dangerous that can be. So they're not gonna contest the corner. They're gonna stay on top of Big Girls and fight with that shield, that double shield comp. But King free reign of the skies. Lars looking for him, but gets him down. But with the Mercy Pocket, there's only so much you can do. Oakley trying to get some damage done, but has to retreat. Magic Turtle with the turret, but turret's going to go down. And that's going to be thanks to Oakley. Now they're going to fight on top of Big Earls again. Oh, nice pick by Sixus with the Torb, taking out the flying Pharah. So now the high ground control is going to become very important. Azukari retreating back towards the tunnel, but facing a lot of Hyperion players right now. Zen, Rig on top, trying to throw those Discord orbs out. They're able to catch Felix now. That's one support gone. Two supports gone, excuse me. Oakley gets to pick on Azukari, but no supports left. And
no tanks on the side of them.
Yeah. So this is actually a fight that's winnable for Hyperion, but no healing's coming in. Rig's going to take down Lexi. Hyra's going to take down stuff. Rig's going to also get King and stabilize this fight. That was almost lost for Paradise, but able to make the difference with the 2 early picks on the support.
Yeah, taking down the supports is just terrible with a brawl comp because the Ryan needs a lot of resources to stay alive. But taking out both tanks was really nice, but it wasn't enough. The King going onto the Hanzo, which is I wanted Hopefully to go onto, but staying with it the tree instead of the Pharah.
Yeah, Bob out from Lars, going to be pushed into the back corner with the by Lexi, but kind of body blocked at the same time. Lars is going to pick on the King. Gravitic Flux out from Magic Turtle. That's going to catch a couple. Not going to take anybody down thanks to the Immortality Field, but it's going to do enough damage. It's actually going to take Oakley. And Lexi gets demeched. Azukari is going to get the pick onto the demeched Lexi. Ira's going to finish off Lissero. And Lars is going to take Felix. Stuff kind of by themselves. Going to try to get a little all charge with the Rhine, and down it goes with the Creation from Magic Turtle. Nice fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight. Not a lot of ults were used other than the Sigma ult and the BAP ult. But did they use Bob? Yeah, they used Bob. 3 ults on the side of Tempest compared to maybe 1 or 2 on the side of Hyperion. So that wasn't a bad fight for Hyperion, only using like 1 or 2 ults.
Yeah, and Hyperion, Lexi's going to switch over to the Sigma. So we're going to see how this goes. There's the Supercharger. Yeah, Supercharger and Molten Core out. And they're kind of stuck over there. They're cut off from each other. That was a really good Molten Core from Sixus to kind of cut the team in half. Azukari going to get the pick on the list. Rig's going to get the pick on the Felix. Azukari going to headshot King. Good night. Magic Turtle picks up Oakley. Sixus Turret's going to do the heavy lifting against Stuff. And Ira's going to take Lexi out. Another one fight by Paradise, and their defense is looking very stout right now.
Yeah, Stuff isn't really able to get in there and use his Earth Strike. He's had it for pretty much this entire time. He hasn't been able to walk in with the double shields. So this Ryan isn't really doing a lot of help on the side of Hyperion compared to the double shield of Tempest.
Yeah, window out from Felix. Here comes the Dragon's not going to catch anybody. Actually, it's going to catch Sixes. There's the Transcendence out, maybe just a second late, but able to kind of keep the team up. Now, Hyperion's on the attack. Stuff's going to go down to Magic Turtle. This is the last fight. If you are Hyperion, this is it. This is the match. And Lexi, fighting from all angles, able to take down Magic Turtle. There's the beat out to try to save it from Liss. Liss is going to try to get this fight going, and he knows that there's no ultimate for Zen, but Rig able to take him down. Unfortunately, those extra shields did nothing. Oakley coming in with the Tracer trying to stall. Ball. Stuff trying to do his thing, but the window out from Ira, and this is going to make it a tough fight. But a lot of picks coming in from Hyperion. King's going to switch over to the Doomfist. They're actually making this work, and they're going to actually get the cap. 229. So not over yet, but a Hail Mary from Hyperion to try to make that work.
Lexi and Lissero just stayed alive for like light years.
Yeah.
Lissa had to commit the beat just to stay alive there, but I think it was very worth it getting that point, making this match not end. So now they're going back with like no ults because they switched three characters and using B. So the ult advantage should be on the side of
Yeah, Gravitic Flux up here from Lexi. Not gonna take anybody down, but gonna do enough damage that Stuff's able to finish off with the Rhine. Magic Turtle's gonna get the pick on the Lissaru. Magic Turtle also taking Stuff down. Oakley gonna get the pick on the Magic Turtle, and the Immortality Field trying to save the fight, but easily taken away by Rig. Fighting on the stairs. There's the amplification matrix, but the Transcendence comes up to try to save that. Lars goes down from King. King able to get the pick on the high ground, but the dynamite finishes off Felix. That's one support down. And now Tempest, again, in a little bit of trouble as Hyperion is able to stabilize.
Cease your resistance.
And there's the supercharger out from Azukari. Accretion tries to connect with Ryan, able to catch him. Fight happening down here. They're gonna try to stall this out. 107 ticking away. King gets a pick on the Ira. That's one support for Tempest gone. And it's a long spawn, ladies and gentlemen. Bob out from Tempest. Oakley gonna take 6 this out. McCree versus McCree goes into Oakley's direction. There's a dragon out, built that awfully fast at King. There's the Gravitic Flux stunned out of it
Lars.
by Oakley right before he goes down. And now it's looking like a lost fight if you are Hyperion. 36 seconds left. This is it. Again, they might have to try that contest comp, but they're not going to.
Seconds remaining.
Lars killing 6 or 5 in that last fight with the Bob plus like with a bunch of body shots and headshots. Just great accuracy and almost putting another Bob again. 78, 79, 80. Already has another Bob after using that last fight and at 90% now.
Step right.
There's a high noon out from Oakley. Isn't going to catch anybody. Another window out. 2 windows out now. High noon out. And a beat to try to save it from Lissaru. The beat's going to give him shields for now, but not enough for Lars to take down Felix and Lexi. Stuffing things. Going to do work as Ryan gets 3, but Lars's Bob, which he built so fast, is going to take everybody down. Lissaru only left to contest. Overtime's going to tick away after the team kill, and that's going to be Route 66.
Lars decided that he didn't want oh, I can't remember his name for a second. Why did I forget his name? Azukari and Metaturtle just get all the praise in the world and just taking 2 fights in a row with getting over 5 kills.
Yeah, well-earned play of the game for sure. Almost 1 HP gets the pick on to Oakley, and then Lexi. I can hear the other team. I can hear Hyperion saying that Lars is 1. Lars is literally 1, and actually meaning it that time.
Lars running into the dragon and then coming out just to get a 6K. It was like, great stuff on the side of Paradise. It was very close. Hyperion almost pulling it back with almost 2 overtime picks, but Lars just taking out both those chances. And we should be going to map 3, which should be hybrid. What do you think Hyperion needs to change up or should do?
Well, I think if you're Hyperion, I think my guess, just based on what I've seen tonight, and this is my second Owlet game, I'm going to guess that Tempest on the attack, at least, depending on which hybrid map we get, they're going to come out in that Winston Diva possibly and try to do that. I think maybe I know it's boring, but I think bunker comp might actually work against them. Especially with some of the changes, maybe like a Hog, Orisa, or something like that, where you can, pull them into you for the damage instead of letting them run around with the anti-nade and just having, because we've seen Azukari's Winston and it's really, really good. So I'd be afraid of it, and I'd try to play around that.
Yeah, Hyperion. If I'm Hyperion, I'm like, all right, we're going to Kings. I really did not feel like playing against another Winston, and it can just be rolled into if they have bunker comp. And considering stuff is a little Orion one trick, we should hopefully see him pick Kings. If they're not, then I don't know what I should. Eichenwald, never mind. Ignore everything I just said. Eichenwald or Hollywood. So they are hopefully going to Hollywood, or actually no wait. Actually, both those maps are not good. Never mind. So if I'm Hyperion, I'm thinking, all right, well, let's see, what kind of map can I get just the high ground advantage and just take that away and just play up there and just let our DPSs do everything. Because that's pretty much what they're hoping for right now. Because if we get Azukari and Metaturtle just to have another free day, just spawn that Winston Diva,
Mhm.
it's gonna be that's not gonna be well. Like
Well, I think
Tammy
it's
is not
smart.
doing a bad idea with contesting a Lars, by the way.
No,
We're
not at
saying a
all.
lot about Lars, but he's not doing bad at all.
Yeah, and six is, I mean, all like everybody's playing really well right now. Just slight advantage to the Tempest, but I think it's kind of a darn if you do, darn if you don't, because Hollywood, right off the bat, there's a lot of space in that one, and it looks like they're gonna take a 5 minute break here in the game, so gonna take care of some things, and I guess we'll take this opportunity to take a 5 minute break as well. We'll see you guys back here in just a little bit. Thank you. All right, we're back. Turtle, looks like we're gonna go to Eichenwald. So hopefully Hyperion can get this one done. 2-0 right now for Paradise, and I think this is it. Best of 5, if I remember correctly.
Best of 5.
Yes, best of 5, first to 3.
Oh, okay.
So
First 3. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say I don't want to be all
it's all
day.
right. Math isn't fun for me either. Don't worry.
I'm great at math. It's more the fact I'm just not smart. It's different. I just
Well, let's see what kind of comps we come out in right now. What do you think we're gonna see the brawl from looks like Hyperion, yeah.
what I mean, what else is gonna play?
Yeah, I don't hate it on this one though because of that real tight choke point in the middle. I think you're gonna see King with a little bit more freedom here. There's a lot more cover for the Pharah to make trouble. A little bit tougher map for Lars is gonna come out on the Pharah as well. So we're gonna see dueling Pharahs again. Oakley gonna play the hit scan on Ashe, and Lissaru's gonna play Mercy. Felix gonna stay on the BAP. Rig is gonna play that on, and we saw the big difference that made on map 1. And now we're going to see Azakari and Magic Turtle on the dive again. Dynamite out, trying to get that early damage from Oakley. Doesn't catch anybody. King already throwing rockets into the spawn.
If this was Brawl v Brawl, this would be terrible for what's it called Tempest, considering that they have Ashe and Pharah. But since they're Diva and Monkey, which I don't get why they're playing it on this map, or especially at this point, but maybe it's gonna work. But especially against the Lars, can I finish your sentence, please? Thank you. Brawl with the Pharah Ashe is just terrible, but considering that, it should be pretty favorable on the side of Tempest, which we can see here with them point eventually getting the last pick.
Yeah, and Azakari doing work again with Turtle in tandem, and a couple picks early for Hyperion, but once again Tempest able to overcome with that dive comp that Winston. Azakari just bringing it tonight.
Yeah, I think this is just a monkey difference, because instead of an MTD, it is an MTD still, but it's still a monkey team difference. So yeah, no, personally, I don't get that first point pick of Monkey Diva. I don't get it. Lexi on the hog. Oh, okay.
Well, they're working in sync and they're picking their targets together, which I mean that's the crux of the dive comp, is making sure that you're on the same page. And King kind of winning some of the battles in the air, but because the teams are so spread out, not able to get that damage that he was able to get last week in their last match. So, and the fight's going on now, and right now it's just a free-for-all. Azakari jumping on the high ground, gonna knock Lexi into the pit. Sixus gonna get the pick onto Oakley. Tracer v Tracer, another pick. The window comes out from Felix, unfortunately. He's gonna lose it up in the temple up there. Stuff is gonna go down to Rig after Azakari does most of the heavy lifting on that. And King and Liss in the back, trying to pick up the damage here, trying to finish it off. And there goes Sixus, but the cart moves on. Lexi gets the hook onto Lars while they're looking the wrong way, and there's the window out. Oh, the shatter and the fire strike onto Rig, and this might stabilize this fight now. Nice turn of events for Hyperion.
That was a great hook from Lexi. Getting that Pharah out of midair while Iro went to go help with the backline, getting Sixus out. Yeah, after Sixus got killed from King, trying to go help the backline with Diva. That was just a great hook. That was.
Yeah, 5 ultimates online for Paradise, and there's the pick on the list. That's a big one. That's not going to allow King to stay up. King is going to get the pick on the Rig, and Sixus with the pulse bomb onto Lexi. Down goes the hog, and now again Paradise firmly in control as Stuff is going to retreat down the tunnel back into the castle. That's going to be it, I think. I don't know if we're going to get a contest here. It doesn't look like we are. 1 meter. 0.01 meters. Lars puts out the barrage, able to catch that, and then Magic Turtle gets Stuff and Liss. The the anti-nade onto King. Now Paradise is definitely in control. I think Stuff lost their shield because he was still swinging when that was going on. I have to think that he lost his shield.
Maybe he's colorblind and deaf, so he couldn't see the colors or hear it. He just didn't see it. So maybe
$200 on Ryan. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that the shield is down. Just making the best of a bad situation. So fight happening right now on the card as it pushes forward. Paradise again in control. Magic Turtle is going to take out King. Azukari with the Primal Rage in the back, going to take out Lissaru. Switched over to the Brigade. And now they've brought out the Reaper to try to counter this Azukari Winston. Oakley on the point, immediately taken down by Lars. And now it's going to be a spawn camp for Paradise. Magic taking down Felix. Azukari finishing off Stuff. And they're just going to body block this with Turtle. Lexi has the whole hog. We're going to see if this is going to make a difference with only a few meters to go. They brought out King on the Doomfist, not able to get anything going there. There's the Shatter out. That's not going to catch anybody. And unfortunately, this is looking like a lost fight. Stuff. Basically the only one left on the point with King coming back from spawn. Tries to slam down with the Doomfist. Azukari back rezzed by Ira, and that's going to be it with the cap. 2:59, impressive time for this map.
Yeah, that considering this offense is gonna be extremely hard for the side of Hyperion, because oh god, Brawl is gonna be good. Isn't not gonna be good on the second point. Unless they take this high ground just immediately away, this is not gonna be great for Brawl. So why?
Go ahead.
Oh, they need to just quickly take this high ground and just never give it away. Just make sure to have like 2 people up here and just make sure that Azukari cannot just take this high ground away for free. As I say that, he's going on to the double shield, and all right, well, as I say that, they're going on to double shield. So either way, they need to take this high ground away from them because they have the Ashe and Hanzo from the side of Tempest. So it's just gonna be extremely hard for Hyperion, unless they get like 2 picks. Even then, it's still gonna be really hard unless they take on both tanks.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, I think it's just a matter. Hyperion just plays such a good Winston that you know, maybe MC Paradise, sorry, Paradise. Azukari plays such a good Winston that it's hard to counter, and Hyperion just doesn't have an answer for it with their comp. They're maybe not used to seeing that right now here in week 2. Oh, and Lars right away pick on the Stuff, and that's going to be almost an immediate reset as the supports try to circle back. And Sixes gets the pick on a Felix as the Moira. That's not a great start if you're Hyperion. It's going to reset them back to spawn.
Welcome to Double Shield Bunker, everybody. People die in like 0.2 seconds, and you don't get to have fun. The Diva here is really very crucial in negating all this damage. And that's a great Mei wall, though. Getting this now, it's just a push Magic Turtle out, making them use a shift.
And Hyperion looks supercharged now as they move to the point, rotate around the tower, and they're fighting. They're trying to fight their fight on the point, but Azukari just dancing around on top of the payload, able to take down most of the team now. Lissaru is going to get a pick onto Sixes. Lars is going to get Lissaru, and that's another reset. 257 ticking away. It looked like they had a little more speed and a little more purpose that time, but again, Paradise just able to answer back right away.
Sixes is dead right now, and they have Hyperion has spawn advantage with the Lucio, so if they push like right now, they may have a chance to. Never mind, Sixes already back. I currently can't see.
Yeah.
They're gonna take this high ground.
Oh, that's not gonna be good with the. Oh my goodness! And Sixes is gonna get Oakley, but that's gonna be the only pick. That was a disaster averted, and King's gonna put up the wall to try to mitigate this damage. Sixes trying to get Stuff down in that top corridor up there, but he's gonna have to regroup around his team and try again. That could have been disastrous, but luckily they were able to escape having too many people taken out by the Dragon from Sixes.
If I was a Tempest, I would have tried to get that Oakley dead again, because he was coming back from spawn, coming out. He had to take the long way around without any help.
Yeah, beat out. They're going to try to fight this, but the Gravitic Flux is going to make short work of the rest of the team. And the Bob comes out. King is going to go down, stuffing things down. Lissaru down. And now down goes Felix Penguin and Oakley and Lexi. And that's another reset fight. Hyperion on their heels, trying to get things together. They're trying different attacks on this, but nothing so far is working. 131, ticking away. 2 more fights left, and this is going to be it.
Felix and Lister are going to be changing the support comp, going on BAP, Zen. It's maybe a little late for that, considering they only have a minute. BAP is the only one going to be able to get his ult.
Yeah, and that's not going to help. It's the pick on Felix. That's going to make another tough push, but this is it. 105 ticking down. They got to try to hold their ground and wait for their other healer to come in, and then down goes Liz. Lars getting picks again. Lars doing work, stepping up. Oakley jumps off the map. They got to do this one more time. 51 seconds left. We're in last fight territory now as Hyperion tries to regroup.
Yeah, Stuff has not used the Shatter once yet. I don't even think Lexi has built a bomb. So these Hyperion has just been dying off cooldown, and both the tanks have not been able to use ults.
That bunker comp is proven to be really troublesome for him. There's a dragon out from Sixus. Not going to catch anybody, but is going to split the team up. There's the Shatter. Catches 2, but the shield's going to block that from Magic Turtle. Immortality field out. Now the window comes. Felix puts the window down, but they're not able to use it. Bomb out from Lexi. Going to drive to the point, hit the Bob, but not going to finish him off. Going to actually displace him and get Oakley. And now Stuff swinging through, trying to get the Orisa, trying to take down Azukari, the hero so far. And Lexi's going to get Lars. That's a nice pick. That's what you want to see. High ground fight going on. Lexi trying to chase down Ira, not able to. King fighting with Ira. Stuff able to take down Sixes. Now Magic Turtle. Now King gets the pick on Ira. And we might have an overtime cap, but this is going to be a tough fight from here on out for Hyperion.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard for Hyperion to push this. Now they have double sniper, which is not the best idea considering they have double shield.
Hopefully he doesn't take a shot right to the face almost right away.
So this double sniper comp is not going to be the best idea. First off, as a Widow main, double shield versus Widow is just like hell for you. You're going to be shooting shield for about 2 minutes now, and you're not going to have fun. Actually, a big dragon getting Lars though.
Yeah, King's Dragon takes Lars out. That's going to be a pick in the favor of Hyperion. Azukari able to demech Lexi. So they're going to try to get Baby Diva to get her mech back as they have a 1-person advantage, but now fight happening just on the other side of the bridge. And it looks like that brawl comp is starting to work a little bit, but Penguin's going to go up. There's the beat to save Penguin. Penguin would have gone down, but then he does go down. Oakley pick on the rig. King gets to pick on Ira. Sixes' Dragon is going to get Lissaru. And now we have another fight on the point for basically a reset. Stuff able to fire strike through Azukari, but Six is able to finish off Stuff. And this is going to be another lost fight for Hyperion. 107. We're looking at maybe one full fight and one kind of trickle fight before this is over.
60 seconds remaining.
Again, I would rather a considering that the only ult you really need to actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say, considering the only ult you really need to worry about is Dragon for your immortality, I would not have an Ana, but they have the Singmol as well. So
yeah. Ooh, 2 picks just happened for
both Hanzos are dead.
Paradise. Yeah, for Paradise, but Lexi able to get 6s, so 1-1, and King's gonna be coming back from spawn. High ground control. And trying to grab the Shatter. Window's out from Paradise. Window on top, not going to be able to be used for now. It's going to sit there, and Paradise doing a good job of sticking around their bunker. And now this is it. This is going to be last fight territory for Hyperion. Do they have some kind of heroics left in them? They're going to bring the ball out to try to contest the point. 2 seconds ticking away. Lexi's going to touch up and get D-Mac. Bomb out. Probably not going to catch anybody. The Azukari shield made sure of that. There's the Transcendence out. That's going to save this fight for most of Paradise as Lissaru and Stuff go down. Gravitic Flux comes out for good measure, and that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Paradise Tempest catches the 3-0 win versus Hyperion, but good games all around.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was pretty close considering the fact 3 overtime pushes, getting a very good tank gameplay from both sides.
Yeah, very.
Lars, as you can tell, doing work, getting another like 3k, just just because he wanted to.
Had 200 health this time though, so
Yeah, that's better than last time. He didn't
Yep.
run into a dragon. He didn't run into a dragon. I'm gonna say it again. I do not think that the Widow was gonna be any useful there, but that was their decision, not mine. I can't change it. But Hyperion has a lot to think about going into their next match. I don't know who that's gonna be. Going into the next match and thinking about what they need to change up.
yeah, I think a little more. Yeah, we can do an interview. The thing I think they're gonna want to focus on is working up against that Winston, or finding a comp that works for that. So I think we're gonna have an interview from Paradise Tempest here in just a few minutes. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back with that. All right, so here we are back, Turtle, with Azukari. We kind of talked about him in the game. Heck of a tank game on Winston.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been working really hard.
How much have you played Winston? Because I would have guessed that you've put hundreds of hours into him based on
Oh
tonight.
God, I think I reached 100 hours like a week ago on Winston.
All right, so I'm officially mad at you. But you and Turtle, I mean, what was the communication between you two? Because it seemed like you were very in sync on what target you were going to, and what you were going to focus. And did Rig also play a part in that? Because it seemed like you were jumping on Antinades, as we said in the cast, really quickly, like before the team could even heal up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, comms play a very big part in our play. Like we have dedicated comm roles, right? So usually I'm the target caller, but once Rig gets an anti-nade off, it's like boom, the lights turn on and Rig calls them out and we're all over them.
And as Winston, you can't really miss as long as you're close, right? That's what
Mhm.
I like about him. So are you the main shot caller for the team then?
It's like you just said.
Well, it swaps between me and Culture, right? But Culture is a little bit too high for this stage, so
Oh,
he's
gotcha.
kind of an Orisa one trick, you know.
Oh,
So
I
he likes to do a lot of the shot calling. So I've been kind of like trying to own up to him and trying to depress him recently. I think I've done okay.
You got any questions for him, Turtle?
um. No.
So with the changes today, or with the changes with the patch, were you expecting like maybe a Roadhog? Was that something that you guys had talked about? I know the Orisa was play. You played the Orisa. Did you like the halt change?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm not an avid enjoyer of Orisa, but I do like the changes. You know, they nerfed her grab range not too long ago. It
Mhm.
was like 7 meters, and now it's like 4. Right. So the
Yep.
cooldown, where it's like less of a cooldown, it feels a lot more fair. But her
Mhm.
pull is so strong and it's very important. And if you can call that out, especially with pull dragon stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
so incredibly useful.
Yeah. So, and it looked like Lars and Sixus were making a lot of trouble too. I know. Did you guys plan around what you saw in the VOD from last week from
Mhm.
Hyperion?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched that a lot. We had a little bit of like a review night where
Mhm.
we would just talk in the Discord, notice some habits, you know, dish out some talk. And
Who
it was a lot of fun, but ultimately we were able to pick up on a couple of their habits that, you know,
Mhm.
slipped through their cracks.
Well, the prep actually absolutely showed. Who did you plan the most for on that team? I mean, I watched the VOD from last week, and it looked like King kind of, as the tanks were fighting, King was making the big plays. Is that
Mhm.
somebody that you prepped for? Did you kind of? Is there anybody else that you prepped for that team?
It was a lot of the king. You know, I as a tank player, I did pick up on a couple of the Reinhardt's habit where I believe his name is the stuffing or stuffing
The
something like
stuff and
that.
things.
Good to
Stuffing
know
Yeah.
things.
that.
Yes,
Good to
yeah.
know
He
that you
likes
don't
to
even remember.
overextend
Good to know you
sometimes,
don't even
but
remember his name.
sorry. This is no diss to him, but he likes to overextend sometimes. So I thought you know, I might as well take advantage of that. But our main concern was that Farah. You know, he's really
Yeah.
really good. Right.
Pretty good.
Unfortunately, Lars is just kind of a little bit better in my opinion, just my humble opinion, you know. And we're able to get a Kree out there, get a Tracer to like bother them, and Magic was really good with bothering and harassing his Mercy. So
Mhm.
it just made for constant pressure 24/7.
Well, the Magic Turtle Azukari tandem was really good tonight, and you guys played a great game.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we work hard.
Well, good luck in the next week, and I wish you guys the best. Take care.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
All right, so I'm County. This is Turtle, and I want to thank our producer. I call her Moira. Moraine. I'm sorry, I read it as Moira right away and quickly. And I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Owl tournament, and everybody have a great night.
I thought it was more IE.
I look at people and I wonder all day, who are you and you are not the one in your way. And then I think about myself and I state, I'm a pretty boss with almost your brain waste. I'm a freak in the sheet.